and welcome to the College Life. My name is Caleb Holmes.
And I'm Gabe DeGroot.
We have a few We have a fun episode for today. We will be talking about three main things. The first one, we're going to be interviewing my professor Kaya. He's our. Man, I'm screwing this up today. Let me start over. We have a fun episode for today. We have three parts of this episode. The first part, we will be interviewing our guest of the show. The second one, we will be talking about how to review movies. And lastly, we will be talking about our main topic, which is movies that might help a student's college experience. So let's get started today with our two guests, Professor Kaya, our art and movie making professor. Then we have Bryce, who is a very bright man, who is he's just a big movie buff. I think he's more
movie buff. That's a nice way to put it.
Yeah. He knows more about movies than I do. I mean, you were actually in a couple films, right?
Yeah, Rudderless, and then I did a couple music videos with Kings of Leon. That was really fun.
Nice.
It was really cool to get to be a part of something like that, more than anything. Like, just to see people working on a set in large groups and, like, coordinating, it was really cool. Really
nice.
Cool. I definitely got a taste for movies at that point.
Really?
Wanted to be in more movies. Had to do it.
He was an addict.
Yeah, I got a fever on that one. Just being an extra was really cool. Like, not even a line in it, and just meeting all those people was a lot of fun.
Wow.
People that have done that for a long time, like just being extras in films.
Yeah.
Pretty cool stuff.
Wow.
I do recommend that.
You didn't bump your head on anything, did you?
No, I didn't bump my head on anything, but I did bump into Macy on set. I didn't know it was him, because he's such a smaller guy in person. And he was just kind of standing there. I was looking this way. Nudged him, and I was like, sorry, my bad. And he looks at me and goes, no big deal, I'm just working over here. I was like, oh, I'm so sorry. He goes, I'm joking. And I walked over and sat on the couch. I was like, I just bumped the director. I am so gone. It was immediate. It was fun, though. Billy Crudup was there. I don't know if you guys, Almost Famous.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was so cool to meet him. He's such a nice guy. One of the most down-to-earth guys I've ever seen.
Nice.
Smoked pot with him. It was so cool.
All right, so Gabe, you can start from here.
All right, we're going to start with Professor Kaya. What do you teach here at Redlands?
I teach a class called The Art of Movie Making, and I also teach art, appreciation, and humanities.
Okay. When you went to college, what did you study mainly?
Film, television, radio, as an undergrad and a graduate student. So my undergrad I did at Cal State University, Los Angeles, and they had like a pretty good television, radio broadcasting. They've since expanded to film. And I did my graduate studies at UCLA at the Film and Television Department.
Cool.
Nice.
You worked with pretty big wigs, too, yeah.
Are there any tips you have for your students?
Take my class.
It is a good class.
No, the art and movie making class, Redlands didn't have anything like that. We were told that by another community college in town that we can't have a film and video department here because this other college, community college across town, it was their domain. So I said, well, we need to come up with a class that we could teach that's underneath their radar. So we said, let's do it in the art department because no one pays attention to the art department at Redlands. So we came up with this curriculum, Barbara Cox and Dr. Laura Grantmeyer and I, and basically it tells about all the different roles there are in putting a film together, all the different art departments there are, artists basically. So screenwriters are artists, film directors are artists, set designers are artists. There's all these different artists that come together to make a film. So that's basically what the class is about. So my secondary reason is to introduce people like you can work in movies, you can do this stuff. Right? Not necessarily with a college degree, but it helps if you have a college degree. But these are actual jobs that people make a living at. And this is something that, everyone talks about going and working in oil fields, going working in gas industry, going, working in a cubicle at some, accounting firm, 40 hours a week. But this is a real job. People do this for a living.
Yeah.
For a long, good living.
I mean, I think that my favorite one was the set designer, and you talked about it in class. And, I mean, I did construction. And never in a million years did I think about building a movie set for a living. Like, how cool would that be to be a part of something like that and see a set come to life? Mm-hmm. And when he talked about it in class, I was like, that's such a simple thing.
And then to take it down the next day.
That's when he said that.
But yeah, whatever skills, if you're a seamstress, if you're construction, you paint, any skill you have, probably needed in the film industry, and you can make a living doing that. So that's kind of the germination of the class.
I love that part.
I saw a video of the Batman Dark Knight Rises, and it showed the set of the prison that they were showing.
Yeah.
And it took like 2 days to put it on, and I mean it was just incredible how it just fast, and then right after that it just tore all down. And then they were talking about how detailed like every step was, and they took a lot of time to do this together, and it's just so sad. But yeah, I found that so fascinating.
Those are artists putting that stuff together.
Yeah,
don't forget that.
That's true. Makeup artists, when we talked about the zombie makeup, or wait, what makeup was it in class that we talked about?
Yeah, we talked Walking Dead.
Yeah, Walking Dead makeup. I watch The Walking Dead, and I just always look at those characters and think, man, they've got to be pissed when that comes off at the end of the day. Like, hours of work put in, and it's just gone in a second.
I'm sure that's a pain, too.
Yeah, you got to save all the prosthetics. Like, all of that's going to be...
Don't scratch your face! For 12 hours, I can't scratch my face.
Crazy.
All right, how did you end up as a professor here?
I knew, almost like the film industry, I knew someone who knew someone because I wasn't really interested in teaching at university level. I'd done a little bit of that back in California. But I knew someone who said, we could really use you teaching some art classes, and I have a Master's of Fine Arts. So I said, okay. So I kind of stepped in, and then I saw that there was no film video offering of any kind. I said, okay, that's where we need to start building that curriculum. So it's a slow process. But yeah, basically just like anything, someone who knows someone.
You said that you went to college and a film university, right? Do you know anyone, or did you meet anyone that's actually famous right now?
Wow, it goes to the name dropping already.
Yeah.
One of the nice things about going to a university like UCLA for my graduate program was, there's a lot of really prestigious alumni that come in there, and they want to visit with the students, and sometimes they want to teach the class. Mm-hmm. So we had I really specialized in cinematography, so we had a lot of really good cinematographers come in. But the one class I really remember was Coppola came, because he was an alum. And he came, and it was a big deal. It's like, Francis is going to be on campus.
Yeah.
He's going to tour the new facilities. So he's walking through, and he goes, is there a class going on? And so, yeah, there's a class going on. Oh, I'm going to go visit the class. It happened to be a directing class. So he walked in, he has got this big entourage, and, the cameras following him, and he goes, okay, everyone out but the students. I want everyone out of the class. So all the teachers and alums, and they were like, what? So everyone had to leave the class. And so we're sitting there going, what's Francis doing here? And so he sat down. He goes, let's talk about, filmmaking. And so it was like 2 hours. But he went way over the time of the class just talking about, filmmaking. Wow. And the big deal at UCLA at the time was they only had a certain number of really good 16mm cameras. And he remembers the days when he was there of people lining up to reserve those cameras before the semester started. And what he basically said was, look, don't get taken in by all this new technology. Like, filmmaking is the same it's been for 100 years now. So just go make a movie. Like, get the crappiest camera you could find and go make a movie, right? Because it's a story that's important, not the technology, not the beautiful footage, right? It's a story. Your story's good. I don't care how crappy the footage is. I'm going to watch it. Wow. So to us, that was like, wow, okay. So now we were like, what's the crappiest camera you have here? It's not a good story, But yeah, that was so going to a university like that where it has its prestigious alum, it has its advantages.
Wow, that's cool.
That was really cool.
Yeah, I'm just like.
Did you get to work on any films, being part of that school, like as a apprentice?
Yeah. As a graduate student, you're always working on other students' films, and it's the industry. It's like who you know is more important than what you know. So yeah, after that, do you know Alexander Payne?
Alexander Payne.
He did The Descendants. He did.
Oh yeah.
Okay. What was that? Nebraska. He just.
Nebraska. He did really well.
Yeah,
he was shot in black and white.
Right.
Yeah, that was a good film.
Yeah, he's a UCLA alum. He was a class 1 year in front of me.
And you got to work on one of his films?
We worked on his student films.
That's really cool.
Wow. But now I have a friend who does all his behind the scenes. So anytime you see DVD and there's behind the scenes, they were friends in grad school.
He's
the behind the scenes guy. He shoots all the behind the scenes footage.
I wouldn't mind that.
So it's a pretty small group of students that you work with, and then a lot of them are teaching, a lot of them are homeless somewhere, a lot of them are working in industry. It's just
snuck in homeless because you got to make sure right in Hollywood you might be homeless.
All right, now Bryce, I know that you attend Redlands. What classes do you have this semester other than the ones that we're in with you?
I also took sociology, and then I took criminal psychology of the serial killers and stuff like that, hunting serial killers. It was just fun stuff. I watched a couple episodes of Dexter right before school started. I saw that. I was like, that'd be fun. Clicked on it. And it's been fun, you know, watching. I finished Dexter, and then this class started, and it's been fun watching the correlations. They must have nailed a serial killer's mind for the TV show.
Right.
I mean, it was perfect. And then my teacher, I put that in one of my papers. He goes, I'm a big fan of Dexter, too. I was like, yes. He loved my paper. That's how I felt.
What are you wanting to get your degree in?
I really don't know. I haven't ever picked a degree. I just like taking classes. Okay. My dad always taught me to be a Renaissance man, learn everything I can.
Nice.
And so the fault in that is I learned too much early and didn't get a degree because I spread it too far out. And now later I've decided to just take a couple classes at a time. So I know a lot, but don't have anything to show for it. Kind of sucks.
Wow.
I'll get one eventually. It's a plan.
So, are you wanting to go to another college after?
Yeah, I would like to. I would like to go to OU and continue with like psychology program, something like that. But haven't decided completely. I really just like messing around and learning things. I'll just be a handyman on the side. Go work in the movies, building sets.
Okay.
That's kind of the plan, anyways. Bounce around and just keep doing whatever I want.
That doesn't sound like a bad plan.
Yeah. So far, so good.
Yeah.
It's treated me nice.
What did, at the end of Pulp Fiction, what did he say? I'm going to walk the earth.
Yeah, I'm just going to walk the earth.
That Kane from Kung Fu.
That's all I want to do. It's something about that just seems so much better. Like, watch movies, just walk around, meet people that like watching movies. I'm fine with that. Everyone talks movies at bars. Everyone's got an opinion.
Really?
It's the easiest thing. If you've never had a conversation with somebody about movies at a bar, you will get into an argument. Like, it's inevitable. You will talk about Fight Club being one of the best movies. And some person goes, no, Fight Club didn't make any sense. And then you're like, it made perfect sense. And then you just sit there, well, let me get him a shot until it makes sense. Come on. That's what it's like. I could do that for the rest of my life.
Wow. I think that's a web series right there.
I'll have to think about
Bar
it.
talk.
Yeah, bar talk.
Movie bar talk.
It'd be fun.
There you go.
Well,